Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Neda and over here I like to talk about health and wellness from a very holistic point of view. And today's video is going to be, as you can tell by the title, how to get back on track. Now personally, I really want to get back on track just because I've kind of transitioned, or I'm currently transitioning from vacation mode to work mode as the year starts. And if you clicked on this video, then honestly chances are you want to do that as well, and you're also kind of looking to get back on track, get your life back into a routine that is very simple but also that is optimal for you and where you are right now in your life. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today in this video, just how to get your life back on track. My goal is to really just give you the tools to create this life for yourself that can help you become the best version of yourself and can help you create a system for yourself where you can really just do the things that you've always wanted to do and that you've always had on your to-do list but you've never actually been able to do them. And hopefully that'll be a great way to kick off your year. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it. Honestly, I'm not gonna make you wait anymore. The first step that we wanna do is to declutter, let go of all the clutter. Now, by clutter, I don't mean physical clutter, although you can actually do that. I find that does help to kind of just declutter your space. But what I'm really talking about here is this mental clutter. A lot of times we really just want to change the way that we're living, but what is holding us back is just the negative thoughts that are in our heads. As humans, we sometimes overthink things a lot more than we need to, and that is something that we need to just let go of, just so that we can enable ourselves to move forward and to actually go ahead and take action and be accountable for the things that we want to do and the person that we want to be. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to declutter your mind and all your thoughts and negative emotions and negative feelings. But first, you are going to come with me as I spend a relaxing evening and kind of just wind down, and then we'll get started with our first step. Okay, so I just changed. Don't mind the absolute mess behind me. We just came from traveling, so the house is kind of a mess. But today is going to be the first day that I'm actually going to make some good food that's actually healthy and nutritious. So I changed and I'm about to go to the supermarket because I need some ingredients to cook this meal right here, which is a soup. It's a carrot ginger soup with cranberry almond salad. So we're going to go get some ingredients to cook that because we basically have nothing at home in my fridge. Like, my fridge is literally empty. So we're gonna go and we're gonna try to take you with me as we go shopping, and then we'll come back, make the soup, and have a relaxing night at home. Okay, so now that I finished eating dinner, it is now time to kind of just unwind a little bit. And that brings me on to my next point. So like we said, when you feel like you want to get back on track, that usually just means that you've gone off track, which means that you are really just sitting in a lot of frustration, a lot of negativity, and you really just want to be able to let go of all that clutter, all that has not served you for the past few days or weeks or months, however long it has been. And the best way to do that is by letting it all out on a piece of paper. This is also called journaling. Now, journaling has actually been shown to hold many benefits. Many studies have actually found out that it really helps with your psyche, it really helps with your mental health and well-being. All you have to do is really just start writing about everything, write about what your life feels like right now and why it feels the way that it feels, what you want it to feel like. Write about all the negative things that you want to leave behind and all the positive things that you want to be able to bring into your life for the next little while. What are some of the negatives that you're able to control and really just turn into positives, and how can you do that? So really just being able to let all that out on a piece of paper. You can do it the old-fashioned way with a paper and pen, or you can do it like on a computer or typing or on your phone, whatever works for you. But this is what I usually use. I usually like to write it out the old-fashioned way, and honestly, after doing it, I always feel so much relief, and I know that you will too. You just have to try it out, trust me. Now that you and I are basically on the same page and just getting back on track, it's time to go to the next step, which is basically just deciding a fresh start date for yourself. Personally, I love this part because it's so important that you really make a decision on when you're going to be accountable and when you're really just gonna work on following through on the goals that you've really been planning for a long time but never was able to actually go and do. In fact, there are actually lots of studies that show setting a fresh start date is actually proven to be effective. So now's the chance to grab your calendar. You can do it on a piece of pen and paper, the old-fashioned way, or you can do it online with Google Calendar, whatever really works for you. But just set that date that you're just gonna start, you know, your fresh start date. And it can be the start of a week, a month, a year, or it can even just be like a milestone in your life, like for example, your birthday. But also it's really important to remember that setting a fresh start date is really not enough. It's not like a magic thing that'll automatically change your life, which is actually why most people that write their New Year's resolutions don't actually stick to them in the long term. So there's gonna have to be some work that you're gonna do after it, which is what will bring me to my next point. So I've noticed the word motivation has been going around a lot lately. And the reason why is many people are asking, how do you get motivated? They're looking at the people that they admire the most for doing the most, and they ask them, how are you getting motivated? Well, if you are also asking that same question, then you are asking the wrong question. And the reason you're asking the wrong question is because these people are not going to the places that they're going to and not achieving the goals that they want to because they're motivated. They're doing that because they've built a system for themselves. A system that really allows them to just be as productive as possible and get things done. And basically what I mean by system here is a routine that is set in place where they have basically outlined every minute of their everyday. Maybe not every minute, maybe that's an exaggeration, but every hour. And it's basically a system that allows them to be the best versions of themselves every day. It's a system that allows them to be accountable for the things that they want to do and that they want to achieve. So maybe for you that would be waking up early in the morning or going for a walk every day. So basically that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to show you along with me how I like to create my system and set my routines so that I am more prepared when it comes to achieving my goals. And maybe you guys can do the same thing as well. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing is creating a goals dump, and I find this is perfect for when I have a million goals in my head, but they're all scattered up in there, and I feel like I just want to get them down on a piece of paper so that I can plan effectively. So I just made 6 categories of goals that I feel like are most representative of the kind of goals that I want to implement more in my life, and then in each box I kind of just wrote down the list of goals that I wanted to do. So the next thing is planning out my AM and PM routine. So I find that the morning routine and the night routine, once I actually write them down and write a routine that really just works for me and makes me feel my best, automatically the rest of the day becomes more productive, and also I become a lot more optimistic. So it's really important that you do plan out both your morning and your night routine, because the morning routine really just sets you up for a day of success, and then the night routine is a great way to just wind you down so that you are better prepared for the next day coming up. And then of course it's just the regular day-to-day planning, and I'm just showing you a few templates that I like to use when it comes to planning out my months, my weeks, and my days. And I find that these are the templates that honestly work best for me. But once again, each person is so different and what works for me might not work for you. So I do encourage you to experiment and figure out what best works out for you. And that's the end of the video. If you made it this far, then thank you so much for staying. Just wanted to end the video here. So if you like this type of content, make sure to give this video a like just so that I know to do more of it. If you're not already, make sure to subscribe, only if you want to. And I'm really gonna try to post every month from now on. So there is some exciting content coming your way soon. And that's all. Have a good rest of the day or night or evening, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!